Hey, what's up everybody, Scotty here. This episode we're going to do the inside job. We are finally in the Institute. I'm probably more than prepared. I know I'm more than prepared. So even though this is the top of the line place, it still looks kind of crappy. Property of CIT. Okay. Gotta load a holotape. Oh man. Forgot which one. I almost got all the Eddie Winter tapes. That's all I had to do?
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Oh, this is interesting.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now,
You have.
we must remain
You created
underground.
synths.
There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone.
I'm listening.
But that could wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Yeah, you better get him out of there.
Shaun.
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun. Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Shaun, are you okay?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shaun, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away.
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father?
Uh-huh.
Father? Father, help me!
Shaun. S923, recall
I knew he was a
code
synth.
Cirrus.
I knew he was a synth.
Fascinating.
are disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli.
Can't pick this.
Please try and
He's
keep
probably
an
a synth
open
too.
mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Shaun. The real Shaun.
I know. I know.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal. It's good to finally meet you. I am your son.
What?
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I assure you,
It's plausible.
I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am, raised by the Institute.
If it was 60 years old, if
And
60
now
years had
sleep.
passed, then Kellogg would have been 60 years old. And Kellogg was well, no doubt human.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute,
Sure.
at that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in scientific curiosity, and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens.
In a manner of speaking, the Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course. Plenty of that was available, of course, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the Institute had been, but then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics, used to create every human. I am their father. Through science, we are.
I don't believe you. There's no...
I wish there was something to say. I know this is.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer that. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you.
If this is true...
I know you must have questions.
Kellogg, he worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't.
Alright, this just doesn't make any sense. Long before you arrived here. Kellogg should be really old. I seen Kellogg personally kill my wife and help a scientist take you. Even in Kellogg's memories, shows a 10-year-old boy.
Until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man?
You knew the man was a psychopath,
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vision. Institute technology prolonged his life, and
Okay.
his
Alright, well, that answered the main question.
usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every complete... I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you... us. What else can I say?
Uh-huh. Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death...
Collateral damage?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope. Has it always been easy? Of course not. For many years, with old age comes regret. But what matters now is that you and I... What else can I...
Sure. So you're in charge?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's the Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future.
But...
I was the most qualified for the... I've lived my life within these walls. Dedicated to... Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can just... I know there's more for us. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. I've been a part of something, and now, after all these years, you have an opportunity.
Maybe.
I know, and I am sorry. The Institute can provide a better life than anything. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've...
Right. Things are pretty terrible.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. We really do have
Uh-huh.
Will you take...
It shouldn't be a chance.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time.
Right.
You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Filmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, and Dr. Holdren in Bioscience. And finally, Dr. Li in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your...
Where exactly is this place? The Institute's right there? It's right there the entire time. Well, I was honestly surprised. Not many games give me that surprise anymore. But it's kind of like Interstellar. He did almost the same thing. Just gonna look around for a bit.
Nice.
That was easy. save before I do this. Oh, that was weird. I guess that passcode went to this, but it's Novus. Not like you really needed it. Wait, just past it. This place kind of reminds me of Mass Effect. And this place is huge. Oh, okay, that's where that went.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon
All
enough.
systems nominal.
Oh, I don't know. Most
Bye.
I
we're
can't
all
argue
looking
with that.
forward to working
Doctor.
with you.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Filmore. You can think of me as the Institute. When Father told us about you, I could hardly... If you don't mind my asking, what was it that...
I guess I just wasn't ready to die yet.
Oh, that's under... Now.
I just needed to go explore almost every point of interest in the Commonwealth.
Afterward. As you might guess,
And
we
beyond,
keep the Institute's
as far as I could
mechanical
go.
and electrical systems. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible. There's a lot of machinery behind it. The work we do might not be as So, now that you're here,
On board with what?
the Institute, of course. Shaun implied, if there's anything...
Right. Who built this?
The construction of the Institute is the work of the original survivors of the war. Our progenitors took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated... It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out Just think what this place will look like.
There we go. All set.
Allie,
Unit,
Hi
you
there.
can return to duty.
Something I can help you with?
I'd like to know about...
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Power Distrib... He coordinates with... We also make...
Ma'am.
Hey, what do you need?
It must be a challenge to meet them.
Absolutely. Over the years, when necessary, we can tap... Fortunately, it's a good thing, too. You don't even... Thanks again.
Of course.
Dr. Filmore.
Why do you have to keep everything so secretive, though? That's what I'm wondering. Why is it necessary?
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Navigation software. Do so after this meeting. The last thing we need.
Let's see what you have.
Oh, thanks. Ooh, now that right there, oh my gosh, that is so good. Look at that compared to what I'm wearing right now. Honestly, didn't know you could use something like this. Oh man, I didn't buy it.
Hey there.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
Let's see what you have.
Wow, this place is huge. Honestly, think I'm going to continue this on the next episode because
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
yeah, this place is huge. Yeah, I'm going to continue this on the next episode. We'll see you then.